Hey guys, so today I'm here to expose Jeff Durbin. So Jeff Durbin is a stupid false prophet who preaches a false gospel of work salvation. His studio, Apologia Studios, is nothing but a studio full of goats and bastards. So Jeff Durbin backloads works into the gospel. He says it's faith alone, but works are the evidence of true faith. If works had to be the evidence of true faith, then it would be work salvation, and it wouldn't be faith alone. It would be faith plus works. And the Bible is explicitly clear that it's faith alone and not faith plus works. 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 1. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that bought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction.
The biblical view is that we are saved through faith alone. That's the instrument that joins us to Jesus, right? But saving faith is never alone. It always has works. If it is truly saving faith, it will produce works.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
Alright, so as you heard, Jeff Durbin doesn't think faith alone is enough. He thinks you need faith plus works, and that's a false gospel. People who say that works don't save you, but that the evidence that you're saved or real faith will have good works, they're still saying the exact same thing. It's still making works a requirement to be saved. It's adding works to the gospel, but just in a subtle way. Just like the devil. The devil is subtle, guys. He isn't gonna come out right out front and say, you need the works to get saved. No, he's gonna do it in a subtle way and say that you aren't saved by works, but works are the evidence that you're saved. Ephesians 2 verse 8 to 9. For by grace are you saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast. So notice how it says not of works. So if salvation is not of works, why is Jeff Durbin saying that it's faith plus works? I'll tell you why. Because he's a stupid unbeliever. He's a stupid unbeliever who thinks you need the works. He's an unsaved devil who's damning souls to hell. This is serious, guys. He's leading souls to hell. And people who think that I'm being too harsh, Jesus was harsh to the Pharisees. He called them a brood of vipers. He called them hypocrites. He called them fools. So Jesus was also harsh to the Pharisees. Romans 3 verse 24. Being justified freely by his grace through the redemption that is in Christ Jesus. Notice how it says freely by his grace, not being justified by grace plus works. No, it says freely by his grace. If you say that you need faith plus works, then explain Ephesians 2 verse 8 to 9, where it clearly states not of works. Salvation is not of works. So that's contradicting the Bible when you say it's faith plus works, because it's not faith plus works. That means a person who thinks that you need faith plus works to get to heaven is trusting in their works. And you can't trust in Jesus and your works. You have to put your full trust in Jesus. Therefore we conclude, Romans 3 verse 28, therefore we conclude that a man is justified by the faith without the deeds of the law. So what is deeds of the law? Deeds of the law is like following the law of thou shalt not murder. If you don't murder, then you're following the law of thou shalt not murder. You're doing a deed of the law. You're doing a work of the law. And it says that we're not justified by the deeds of the law. It says without the deeds of the law. So it's without works, guys. Romans 11 verse 6, and if by grace, then it is no more of works, otherwise grace is no more grace. But if it be of works, then it is no more grace, otherwise works is no more work. So it cannot be of grace and works. And salvation is of grace, not of works. The Bible tells us in so many verses, but you still have false prophets like Durbin saying that, you need the works too, not just grace. It is of works and grace. No, it's of grace alone. And these stupid devils are just like their father, the devil, subtle. So we have to be careful of these false prophets that come to us in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Romans 3 verse 20, therefore by the deeds of the law there shall no flesh be justified in his sight, for by the law is the knowledge of sin. Galatians 2 verse 16, knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, but by the faith of Jesus Christ, even we have believed in Jesus Christ, that we might be justified by the faith of Christ, and not by the works of the law. For by the works of the law shall no flesh be justified. So no one is gonna be justified by any works, guys. Not grace plus works, not faith plus works. No, it's grace alone, it's faith alone. Works have nothing to do with our salvation, and it's 100% grace. Galatians 1 verse 7, which is not another, but there be some that trouble you, and would pervert the gospel of Christ. So, Durbin is a perverter of the true gospel of Christ, by faith alone, no works. He's a pervert. Durbin is a pervert. He's a disgusting, evil pervert. Matthew 23 verse 13, but woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye shut up the kingdom of heaven against man. For ye neither go in yourselves, neither suffer ye them that are entering to go in. So this guy, Durbin, he's a hypocrite. And this is Jesus saying this, by the way. So, he's a hypocrite who shuts up the kingdom of heaven against man. And Galatians 1 is specifically for these stupid idiots who think it's faith plus works. Galatians 1 verse 8 to 9, but though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that ye have preached unto you, let him be accursed. As we said before, so I say now again, if any man preach any other gospel unto you than that ye have received, let him be accursed. So Durbin preaches a different gospel, so let him be accursed.